Hey everyone, Reid next to Valor Ridge. What we're going to do in this video is if you have an AK, there's a couple things I want you to be aware of if you're going to use that for home defense. Let's go ahead and get started. You know, a question that I get a lot is an AK good for home defense? My response is always going to be it depends on where you are and how close your neighbors are. What kind of structure are you in? You know, if you live out here in the country like I do, and your nearest neighbor is a half a mile or more away, yeah, I would say it'd be a good choice. If you live in an apartment, or if you live in a place where your neighbors are a little bit closer to you, an AK in 30 caliber, 7.62 by 39, you know, you're gonna have to really pay attention to a couple of things. Now, out here on the range, we've set up some things to show you this illustration is, and if you come forward, I'll show you a couple of things here. Now, I didn't even bother bringing drywall out here, and the reason why I didn't bother bringing drywall is because regular sheetrock, that bullet's going to go straight through that. I've also got another video that we did a few years ago in a real house that demonstrates this point. So I've got that link in there in the upper right hand corner of the video. If you want to watch that when we get done, you'll see in an actual house what an AK does. Of all the rifles that we shot inside that house that day, the AK and 30 cal went straight through with boring reliability. So I'm not even going to bother with drywall. With the best case, if you ever have a shot in your house on drywall, is you're going to hit a stud just like this 2x4 right here. But even more best case scenario is that you've got cinder block behind it, just like we do right here. So what I've set up in this, the best range that we can, as I said before, we've even done this test in a real house, a real structure. But what we're going to do is simulate that for you, make it more current video, and show you that the best case scenario with an AK, especially an apartment or subdivision, is going to be you're going to hit a stud and then you're going to have a cinder block behind it. And so of course we set up the target right behind that. So we're going to see, you know, what we can expect if we do use that AK for home defense and we have neighbors that are right on top of us or at least close by. So don't try this at home. You know, make sure that you got the facilities to do it. I wouldn't try it at all. We've already done it for you. But what you can do, guys, is I'm going to show you this, and in the next video, I'm going to do it with an AR. All right, guys, so I'm about 7, 8, 9 yards away from this, a typical house distance, room engagement, hallway engagement. So it's not like it's that far away, and it's not like I'm right on top of it either. It's a good home defense distance that we can see. So we're going to see how many rounds it takes to actually punch through a stud and a cinder block. So let's see what happens here. I think you can see within the first one, it's a done deal, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look-see. So, I mean, within one round, guys, that cover was gone. And, you know, when we look at this 2x4, I mean, it's just not even like it's there. I mean, just straight on through and cracks the block within the first thing. And as you can see, guys, that's going straight on through there. That's a bad day for whoever's involved. That's non-issue whatsoever there. That's a bad day for whoever's involved. That's non-issue whatsoever if you're going to use that. So within the first round, it's busting this, it's busting the cinder block, and it's sailing right on through. Drywall's not even a thing. So I wouldn't even consider using this if I lived in an apartment, at least not in 30 cal. Your 5.45, your AK and 5.56, if you choose to go that route, you know, that will work. But a 30 cal, no, it's not going to work for you. Too much over penetration, guys. And this is the best case scenario, that you got like a reinforced brick wall, or, you know, you got to reinforce it. Even then, it's not going to take too many rounds to go through. So I want you to keep that in mind. Of course, we cover a lot of this in our rifle classes. Our schedule's already filling up for next year. So we'd love to get you out in a class in 2022 out at the Ridge. We cover a lot of information in our rifleman classes. So if you got yourself and some buddies that you want to come train with, that'd be a good opportunity right now to sign up for a class before it's too late. We do cover a lot of stuff in these. I also covered my American Rifleman book, so you may want to pick that up. It's in the description box below. If you found the information in the video helpful, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media. That link is in the description box. But there's no substitution coming out, getting hands-on instruction in a class, coming out and seeing we can polish you guys up and get you real solid, squared away modules to get good and really know how to train and really get proficient with the use of your firearm to protect yourself and your family. This is Reid Henrichs reminding you, the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others. We'll see you on the Ridge.